So from this menu here, we can change the mode of transportation we'd like. We can either play with teleportation, which some people find less sickening, or we can use the traditional joystick movement and move like this. This is my preferred method. And then from here, we can select the level we'd like to load. You could either load back up here if you'd like to change the way you move, or we can go to our factory level. Here our assets will take a second to load. This would be a good place to maybe implement a loading screen. Once here though, we get spawned in our manual assembly room, where this is where we'll be building all of our different components, and we're placed in front of the board so we can place an order for a car. So we'll go ahead and place an order for a blue Ford car and create an order. And here we can see the status of our car, and later we'll see that be updated in the automated assembly. So first off, I have some parts here staged. These could be ordered in, but for sake of the demo and speed, we're just going to go ahead and send them on over. So we have a transmission, a radiator, and a battery. Next, we're going to go into the axle or chassis room here and create that chassis. I'm not going to go through the full process here because it will take too much time. But the idea is that we're placing highlighted parts in the positions and then picking up the fastening tool and then using the tool on the blue highlighted fastening points. And as we do this, our status will be updated here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our parts and snap them in. So those are the parts for that stage, and we'll see that being reflected on our board. And then we can use our fastening tool on those few positions to be able to move to the next stage. And for sake of time, you can see how that would play out for each additional fastening or placement stage until you have a completed object, in which case we get this object. We're going to go ahead and grab that and use that. That will be teleported over to this conveyor belt to be able to be sent over to the main factory. Next, we'll do the engine. Once again, we don't have time for the full process, but we can show that we can print a part here. And then we could follow our steps here on the board to be able to attach these and complete the engine. But for sake of time, once again, we're just going to go ahead and grab our completed engine object and send that on over to the main factory. Next, we have the frame. This is very similar to the chassis that we had seen first. So we have yellow highlighted areas and blue welding points. So we can grab our different components here. And use our welding tool on those points. And if we had followed this all the way through, we would end up with this completed object. Next we have the wheel press. So we have a tire and a rim. And if we snap these in, this will press them together into a completed wheel. And we'll send that over. And for sake of time, we will just use the completed wheel objects. Here we do have to wait a second because this lift will trigger as soon as a single object is in place. So one more after this one. And we'll see those four wheels down on the other side. Lastly, we have our body. So we're going to go ahead and paint it blue. We could select any possible color that we wanted using RGB values. But we'll go ahead and use blue. Attach that on. And instead of painting the full car, we'll just give it a nice little decal here. And we'll send that on over. So now all the components that I sent over, chassis, radiator, battery, chassis, engine, the frame, wheels, and the body will all be seen over here on the automated assembly. Over on this side we have the shipping bay. The shipping bay can be used to order in components and also put them into inventory once you've ordered them in. But for sake of time, we were just going to avoid showing that section.